Greetings, gang. Oh, wait, my volume. Greetings, gang. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, HV3. Hey, Tiff. Hey, Lilu. Hey, AV. Hey, HV3. Hey, Ben. Hey, All Eyes on Me. Hey, C. Scott Run. Hey, Miss Love Life. Hey, Lisa. All right, gang. We all here. I think we're missing Lily Cat. Did I see peace and positivity in here? I think I did. Hey, peace and positivity. Always, just in case. Okay. So, earlier this week, we did the raffle. CB, if you watching this, email me so we can set up your free 20-minute reading. Okay? Because you won the raffle. You and Goddess of Duality. All right, gang. Hey, Tanaya. Look at you. All right, so we're going to do a quick energy check-in, see what's going on, and then we out of here. Did I say hey to Tiff? I think I did. All right, let's see, y'all. Okay, Knight of Wands and the upright overall energy with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. Hey, Minister Squirrel. Okay, just checking, Tiff. Oh, no, all eyes on me. I don't show the people I love on these social media apps. Hey, Kate. Hey, Tatum. Too many weirdos. You still waiting for the invoice, Amy? All right, babe. I'm gonna send you the invoice. I'm gonna send it this weekend. Okay, so overall energy is Knight of Wands in the upright with the Nine of Swords in reverse. So I feel like some of you guys really want to take off. You want something to take off really fast, and maybe you need to stop worrying about it so much so that it can move forward. Sometimes when we're trying to create something. You are a deadbeat mom, Avy. No, I'm just kidding. You a good mom, Avy. Sometimes when you want something to happen and you're constantly like worrying about it, stressing over it, checking it over and over again, it feels like the wait time is longer. You know how they say like a watch pot of water don't boil? So it's kind of like that. So somebody wants something to move forward, but they got to stop worrying so much. Now, some of you guys or somebody needs to stop worrying about this Knight of Wands, okay? Because there's a King of Wands that's going to come in and replace this energy. So you could have, this don't have to be romantic, but, you know, maybe for some of y'all it is. You could have had somebody that really didn't know what they was doing in a certain situation. And Spirit is like, yeah, don't worry about them. They're about to be replaced with somebody who, you know, who's more up to the part, more integrity, more, you know, more dignified or something like that. Somebody else is going to take this Knight of Wands place. So, you know, if somebody is, you know, kind of like in and out, whatever, don't worry about it. What's this Nine of Swords? Two of Swords. Yeah, somebody overthinks something too much. Now, these are court card energies with the King and the Knight. Somebody worry about a man too much. Straight up. Even when they're being told to stop worrying about them, stop thinking about them, it's like somebody can't help it. They're constantly thinking about this Knight of Wands or this King of Wands. Why is this? Show me, please. Or this Knight of Wands, King of Wands could be thinking about you, but I'm not really feeling it like that. What is this, please? Yeah, see, bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. I feel like someone could feel like somebody broke their heart, but even though they feel like that, they can't stop thinking about them. Somebody's like, I just wish they would have lived up to their potential or something like that. Because you go from the Knight to the King. So somebody keeps thinking of somebody's potential, and they just keep getting sad over and over again with the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. Yeah, so this makes somebody real apathetic. Like, somebody thinks that, like, all men are the same or something like that. Because of this Knight of Wands. With the Four of Cups, somebody is finding it hard to not see everybody like this Knight of Wands. Somebody thinks everybody's going to waste their time. All right, let's get out of that. With the Four of Cups, I feel like somebody's just gonna like not date altogether. Like somebody might just give up on matters of the heart altogether. You know, I understand heartbreak because trust me, I'm not exempt from it. I've been through it too, but you can't let like one person have that much control over your life to where it consumes your thoughts. It blocks your heart off. Like you can't give one person all that power. Hey, Miss Goddess One. Let's see, what do we have for the HPs, please? Yeah, Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody gives somebody too much power, so mentally they're stuck in the past. I don't think somebody's aware of that. Their thought process is there though. I don't think somebody's aware of that. With the Hangman, because they're stuck there, it's just become the norm to somebody to just be in that space of apathy. Like somebody could complain a lot too with the Five of Cups and the Two of Swords. Somebody could complain about like matters of the heart a lot. You got the Star in the upright position with the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is somebody needs to heal this. Somebody needs to realize that like the only reason they're stuck there mentally is because they won't allow themselves to move on with the Six of Swords in reverse. And I can hear somebody being like, yeah, well, the situation is fucked up. The way they did me is fucked up. I get it. But like you're putting yourself in a self-imposed imprisonment by still like those thoughts consuming you. What is this? And we don't, and it's like you don't know everybody. So everybody can't be the same because you don't know everybody. Major Arcana, Chariot in the upright position. Yeah, Spirit, this is Spirit being like, okay, if you don't move on, I'm going to make you move on. With the Major Arcana, somebody needs to just move on with their life. Yeah, Spirit is definitely saying this. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant in the upright. Spirit is like, if you won't move on, I'm going to make you. You don't want Spirit to have to make you to move on. That's the last thing you want. You got the 9 of Pentacles in the upright position here. So it's like you better off on your own. Like, I don't even want to, that's not what I mean. Strike that from the record. I don't want to say you better off on your own. What's up, Red? I want to say that you're doing fine on your own. But it's something mentally, emotionally that's like plaguing you. It's like you, and it's almost an ungrateful energy. Because it's like, with the 9 of Pentacles, you got stability, you got your own money, you got your own spot, you got the things that you need. But it's something with this 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, that's, and this 6 of Swords in reverse, that's got somebody still stuck in some like stale emotions. And with the Hierophant and the Star, Spirit is like, so I make a way for you, but whenever you get in your feelings, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, you forget about all of that. Like somebody needs to really be in a space of gratitude. Because quite honestly, with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands both coming up in the upright, these people, whoever they are, have already moved on. They already doing something they want to do. They already with somebody they want to be with. You know, so like you being stuck in that space and not liking your singlehood and living it up and appreciating everything you have, you're trapping yourself. You even if you feel like, oh, when I go off about it, when I think about it, you know, you may feel justified. It may be a comforting feeling to be upset or hurt about that, but that's not the vibe Spirit wants you in, because there's so many other things in your life that are great. And sometimes, you know, people can allow heartbreak and relationships to be the only thing that moves them. Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups. Yeah, past energy. And a lot of the times, people be like, oh, why do the past come up in the collective readings? And then I do a personal reading for them, and they still worried about the past in their personal readings too. Now, these are not anybody's personal reading that I'm doing on this live, just to be clear. Hey, Gio. But you got to be honest with yourself. You can't lie to Spirit. Somebody is not letting the past go. And that's why the past always resurfaces. And even if somebody was to argue and say, no, I'm not in love with them no more, I'm just upset, that's still not letting the past go. Has nothing to do with forgiveness. It's stopping somebody from going forward. And when you think about it, and you think about how these people are possibly already and better jobs or better relationships for them, even if you felt like you was the best thing for them. That's the trajectory of their life. You got to move forward with yours. You got to let that hurt go. You got to let that hurt go. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. 9 of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. This is a time where somebody needs to just be, like I said, be grateful. You got a roof over your head. You have things to celebrate in your life. You have things to be happy about. Wheel of Fortune, major arcana. It's going to be a pleasant turn of events in your life. But I feel like somebody needs to kind of like slow down and like shake their head. You ever seen like cartoons or something where they shake their head and make that little noise? Like to get their marbles. Like somebody needs to do this. Somebody needs to pull themselves back to reality. Snap back to reality. Like, whoa. That's not everything. Because there's good fortune coming in. Stability with the Four of Wands. And you being able to sustain these things with the Nine of Pentacles. Can you show me this, please? Yeah, the world. That's over and done. So much more is waiting for somebody on the other side of this apathy and sadness and frustration and bad memories. Some of you even have new love coming in with the Ace of Cups here. But it's like, it's up to you. It's up to you. Somebody may offer you. I'm telling you, somebody may come in with an offer to start getting to know somebody. Hey, let's start off slow and build our way up to something. So you really want to let go of any residual grief from the past relationships. That don't have to be the narrative. All women and all men are not the same. You know how many people are on this planet? And to say they're all the same, that would be saying like you the same as them too. Like, so you want to make sure that you speak in life, even not just into your finances and things of that nature, into your love life too. Because how you going to grab this offer if your hands are still holding on to grief? There's not going to be enough room in your hands to grab this. Or to even notice it with the Four of Cups. Let's see how this new love will be seeing you. Because that's definitely an offer of love. Or it could be like a kind gesture. You know, the Page of Pentacles can talk about some money too. But, you know, it could be either or. But if you in like a space of grief, how will you be able to hold that? Show me this, please. King of Swords in reverse. You won't be able to recognize it. And I asked how somebody's seeing somebody. Somebody is seeing somebody as like bitter. Somebody is seeing you or not being honest about how you truly feel. Being emotionally unavailable. This is, somebody sees you as emotionally unavailable. And I feel like maybe that's because you don't want to be hurt again. So maybe you need to kind of like pull, maybe you talk too hard or something like that with the King of Swords in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is a very soft energy. So this is like if somebody's being very, gentle with you, you don't want to come across as the King of Swords in reverse. Because somebody with the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, this could be somebody that's like wanting to call you up, ask you out, buy you lunch or something. And when they approach you, you could be like, what? Or you could just come across very attitudey and harsh and hard. That's not romantic. I know social media tells you to be that way, but you get to do what you want, you grown, but it's not romantic. Like imagine if you were offering somebody dinner because you liked them and they was rude. King of Swords in reverse is very rude. You'd be like, oh well, fuck it then. You don't gotta come. I mean, it can go both ways. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, all is not fair in love and war. I'm gonna tell you that. It's not all fair. Somebody needs to realize that love is not a battlefield. Doesn't have to always be like a one-upmanship. Oh, they text me at 5 o'clock. I'm not going to respond to 6 o'clock so that they know that I'm the prize. Some weird shit like that. Like if you interested, just be interested. I feel like with the Two of Wands in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse, people are afraid to be seen as vulnerable or afraid to show their interest. That's sad. That's sad. That's a sad life to live. I'm just the messenger. You can do what you want to do. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Like, not everybody is here to betray you or stab you in the back or hurt you. So you don't have to go into situations with people feeling like, well, I'm going to get them before they get me. Or I'm going to ghost them before they ghost me. I'm going to hurt them before they can hurt me. With the Two of Wands in reverse, that stops anything from advancing or expanding before it even gives a chance. That type of attitude, that's like a defeatist attitude. With the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, or a defeatist mindset, rather. Like, I'm going to hurt them before they can hurt me. I'm going to abandon them before they can abandon me. I'm going to say something crazy to them before they can say something crazy to me. Like, you know how exhausting that probably is mentally for someone? With the Ace of Cups and the Dove here, you just got to lead with love and just put love out there. And if it's received, it's received. If not, you move on. But you don't want to box yourself up, defeat yourself without even giving something a chance to breathe. Spirit owes somebody about love and relationships tonight. All right, let's get out of that. I can hear somebody sucking their teeth right now. Like, nah, because, all right, you can kiss your teeth all you want. But that's the message. And that's exactly what Spirit is saying. All right, what do we have, please? Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Spirit is like, get over it. Stop crying over spilled milk. It's done. It's gone. It's over. It's not coming back. To the Swords in reverse. And you know I say this with love. Every reading ain't gonna be about who got y'all fucked up. That's not healing. Sometimes you be having yourself fucked up. And I can only speak from experience. You know? I can't be no hypocrite up here. Sometimes we be having ourselves fucked up. So, you gotta stop crying over spilled milk, gang. You want love, be receptive, be emotionally available. Spread love, speak love, so you can see it. Ain't that what abracadabra mean? Abracadabra, B. Somebody may like half baked. What's this 5 of Cups in reverse? You see how somebody in the comments trying to put a curse on us? Word witchery, destroy, and willpower. All that vitriol and hate is returned back to you 100-fold. See? The 5 of Cups in reverse is clarified by the King of Cups in the upright position. Like I said, be love. Be love. Problem is, a lot of you guys got a lot of love, but see, the King of Cups is low-key stoic sometimes. Like, this is somebody who has a lot of love inside of them, but they're afraid of it spilling out. But it's like, it's getting to this point now where you can't hold this back. How long you just gonna only manifest money? Money is energy. It's easy to manifest that. Love takes work. It takes availability. It takes openness. You need to manifest that too. And high key, money and love go hand in hand. But you can't consume yourself with the material. I mean, and you can do whatever you want, like I say, but yes, the money can pay for the nice home, the nice amenities, the cars, the things, but it can't rub your back. It can pay for a massage, but from somebody that don't love you, somebody you ain't intimate with. Like, somebody needs like true love in their life. But somebody could be low-key jaded because of all the heartbreak that they've experienced. And spirit is like trying to work on you with that. You know? You got to soften up a little bit. Be in your divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy is the receptor. You receive. You know? And a lot of you guys have had to be so hard because with the 9 of Pentacles, you could either be a single parent or you could just be somebody that's just doing it on their own. And you've had to do it on your own for so long. You had to develop really tough skin. Some of you guys may have trust issues, which is all understandable. But at the same time, you got to give room for that softness. You got to give room for it. Because just think of it like a living room. You want new couches, but you don't want to throw away your old ones because of the sentimental value to them. But you don't got nowhere to put them. You're going to have to throw out those old couches to bring in those big plush cloud couches that you want so bad. What is this, please? We do got to talk, Tiff, babe. You know, you can always hit me up. You ain't ever got to worry about that, Tiff. Always hit me up. What is this, please, Spirit? Seven of Swords. Yeah, some of y'all was backdoored in love, too. You know, now we about to get to the thick of it, Spirit is saying. Some of you guys were backdoored in love. You could have loved somebody real hard. You could have been extremely vulnerable, extremely soft, and somebody was behind the scenes talking bad about you to the person you loved, telling them like old shit that you went through. With the 5 of Cups in reverse, yeah, 10 of Swords in the upright, yeah, you was backdoor, you was betrayed in love. And for some of you, it was your lover that betrayed you, backdoored you, probably with a friend or a family member or some shit like that. So I can respect you guarding your heart. You supposed to, but we talking about new love now. We talking about new love. But there was a lot of betrayal in the past. I can see it. You know? It's like somebody you trusted the most shaded you the most to somebody you loved. You know? And so now with the 7 of Swords, you kind of like iffy when it comes to trusting people. You like, damn, if I let my guard down, you gonna snake me too? If I let my guard down, you gonna stab me in the back? Like my friend did, like my ex did. Could have been something very traumatic. Show me this, please. Yeah, this was traumatic because it was calculated. With the 7 of Swords, this was calculated. With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm telling you, it could have been family. Could have been somebody that was like family to you. Or, you know, somebody you love kind of like took a lot from you. Could have taken your resources. It could have stolen money from you, hid things from you. And it's like by the time you figured out what was going on, it was too late. You was already down with the 10 of Swords. And now you're working your way back up. And so I don't feel like there's fear there. I feel like there's a bit of apprehension when it comes to being vulnerable. When somebody left, they could have put somebody in like a bad financial situation. It was just a whole lot I'm looking at here. Let me see. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. It was somebody disloyal. Court card energy. You dealt with a lot of disloyalty in the past, but it's like, damn, you gotta wake up from that. Hangman in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Your guys are trying to like feed you, give you water. Yeah. Water is emotion. Water is the yin, trying to wake your spirit back up. But this Knight of Wands has something to do with a lot of, in reverse, has something to do with a lot of betrayal that came into your life. I'm not negating what you've been through. I'm trying to speak life into you so that you can love again, live again, get back out there, be free from this. So at no point am I ever going to take away from you what you've experienced, what you've been through. But I'm that friend that's going to talk life into you and let you know that you still have more to live for. Don't let one person have that much power in your life. Unconsciously, though. I feel like it's unconsciously. I don't feel like you just sitting up like, yeah, I want this person to have power on me. I don't feel like you doing that. I feel like it's unconsciously because with the swords, it's like you be betrayed by a loved one or a lover or a companion. Sometimes that, you know, trauma can fuck with your memory. You can have like brain fog and shit. So it's not like you choosing that. I just feel like you've been in that energy for so long with the 5 of Cups twice, the 4 of Cups, and Spirit is just like, okay, let's resuscitate you here with the Hangman in reverse. Now he's not stuck. You know? Okay. You have the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups in the upright. A lot of cups tonight, gang. And we are sliding in to Cancer season. Shout out to my Cancers. Cancers, I did Gemini reading in the members. I'm gonna do y'all reading in the members too. I believe y'all day starts tomorrow or the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of cups, so Spirit is really trying to work on your heart, work on your emotions with the star. Oh, being my number one Cancer. That's what Spirit wants. Spirit wants your heart to not be so heavy anymore. All right? Because even if it's not love from another person, there is love accessible to you. And with the Nine of Cups, this is emotional fulfillment. Hey, Tanaya, yeah. And Tanaya's a Cancer and Miss Love Life. So we got 3 Cancers in the members. Okay, so we'll do you guys a reading alive in the members lounge. Yeah. I feel like there's wish fulfillment, there's happiness, there's love. I feel like somebody is full of love, though. You see, like, I know my cards are pretty old, so you probably can't really see, but on the Nine of Cups, his arms are crossed, right? But there's all these cups behind him. I feel like somebody has so much love to give, but they're kind of like selfish with it. Somebody got 9 cups, but they only willing to offer 1. They're like, yeah, I got a lot of love in me, but you ain't getting it all at once, as you should. Don't give all your shit up at once. Hell no. You know, you give a little cup, you see how responsible somebody is with that cup, and then you go from there. Okay? Let's see. What's this, please? Wow. The Magician in an upright position. What I just tell your ass, you need to be manifesting love in your life. Don't have to. And see, oh my God. So let's talk about it. Because it's all over TikTok. I saw it. I know some of y'all had to see it. About that couple. I think one of their names was the Dutchman or something like that. But they, he unalived his wife. And it was all on live or whatever on TikTok live. And in the lives, they were arguing back and forth about, well, you put roots on me. That's why I went and put roots on you. They did love spells on each other. And I'm telling you, that shit'll backfire. Yeah, he did. It is crazy. Oh, you saw it too, yeah. I be telling y'all for years, be careful with these spells. Now, when I say manifest love, I'm not telling you to go out here and take nobody's free will from them and make them be with you. I'm talking about you could do love spells on yourself. You could do self-love things, attraction things on yourself. But let's not talk about too much of that. But yeah, he did. Hey, Lily Cat, I was just saying where you were. Yeah. So be careful with that. Yeah, it can go wrong. It can go extremely wrong. Yeah, after he unalived her, he unalived himself. And they just had a baby. So now the baby, generational curse, generational trauma. Yeah, Tanaya, he is too. Shut your ass up, sham. You fucking sham. Come in here talking crazy. We don't want to hear that. We do not want to hear that. Yep, so gotta be careful with that. See, people think that stuff is like a joke. It's not. It's not a game. Magic is real. You got to be careful. And they were antagonizing each other. I don't even, when I was watching the video, I was thinking, like, why are they even in the same house together? If they feel this way about each other. If all this craziness is going on, it's because they both rooted each other. And sometimes people be so desperate that they will go and try to bind you to them. And the guy was like, and the guy was saying in the live, he was like, I went to 2 different spiritualists to get it removed off of me. The problem is he told her that's what he was going to go do. And he said when he told her he was going to go get it removed off of him, she started getting mad and acting crazy. He went to one lady and she started tripping about that. So then he had to find another lady. You got to be careful because sometimes you be trying to do a love spell on somebody and you'll be the one obsessed. That shit is dangerous. Yeah, let that love never find me. Like, that's dangerous. Because when your soul is trying to break free from that, it can turn violent. And I've been saying that for years, and everybody be thinking I'm fear-mongering. I'm not. You don't gotta force, if you gotta force somebody to be with you, then you need to get some help. But you know, so back to us. Manifest the right love into your life. Start with the self, the healing of your heart. What are your intentions? I'm telling you, Tiff. You know, I remember one time, it was this lady on Instagram, and she had a huge following, and she, you know, we were mutuals, and she DM'd me like, I just want to let you know that I saved your pictures and I be masturbating to your pictures. My spirit team didn't like that too well. But that's sex magic. That's trying to bind somebody. That's trying to get somebody to be with you. Like, people be doing weirdo ass shit. That's why I don't really be putting nobody I love on the internet. Because I done dealt with a lot of weirdos. I done seen a lot of people do weird shit. So, yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be fucking careful. Confirmation. The baby. Yeah, it was disgusting. Like, what the fuck? I already know nobody ain't gonna believe me, but it's the truth. I don't got a reason to lie to y'all. What I'ma gain from lying? I done seen a lot of weird shit. And they was a spiritualist too. They was a spiritualist. So you already know what that means. People be trying to take away your free will. People be trying to take away your free will and they be trying to bind you to them. And, you know, it never turns out right in the end. I'm telling you, it never turns out right in the end. So be careful. You out here casting. That's why I don't be doing binding work. I be doing money work, protection, self-love work, shit like that. Abundance, prosperity. That's the type of shit I like to do. That don't mean my left hand ain't strong. But I'm not out here about to be taking nobody's free will, doing no weirdo shit. Yeah, they will. They will, Medicine Squirrel, especially if they got it. Like, if you got a strong spirit team, your spirit team will fight those people on your behalf to get you up out of there. If somebody binds you, again, you know, try to take away your free will, if you got a good connection with your spirit team, they're not going to go for that. That person will go through hell for doing that shit to you. And that person's spirit and soul will start to fight to get out of that. And that's why it turns deadly, because it feels like you trapped. It feels like you can't like move your arms. It's like you paralyzed, like you become a zombie or a slave to someone. And if you got a strong spirit, man, if you got a strong spirit, some crazy shit can happen. So, you know, it's never that serious. Nobody is ever worth you having that type of karma on you. Nobody is ever worth that. I don't give a fuck how fine somebody is. You'll live a life of misery. Because what if you grow out of loving that person? And now you want to leave. And they don't want you to leave. You got to think about that too. See, people be so impulsive. They be thinking in the moment. And they be thinking with their hurt feelings and the lower aspect of their ego. So they try to bind somebody to them. And then I've had people who ended up outgrowing that person. They ended up outgrowing that person and tried to leave that person, and they wasn't having it. And they made their life a living hell. So you got to be careful. I say just stay away from it. Just stay away from it. Manifest you some money or some self-love or attraction or something. But don't be trying to take nobody's free will. That's weird. And it's stupid. It's stupid. Okay? All right. Enough of that. Let's get moving. What do we have, please? Yeah, it was all over TikTok. The guy's name was Dutchman. I can't remember what the lady's name was. Poor baby they had, though. You got the Page of Swords coming out twice. So somebody real nosy around you right now. Somebody real nosy. They want to know what you're doing. Like, they watching you, and they asking somebody else to watch you, too. I just heard little minions, so they probably be like, hey, go watch this person. Go comment to this person. Go something. This is communication. Going back and forth for 2 pages. 2 people don't know enough. And both of their heads together don't know enough. 2 swords, Page of Swords twice is the 2 of Swords in the upright. So no matter how much somebody try to spy on you, be a monitoring spirit in your life, or have somebody else tell you or trail you or watch you, both of them don't have nothing to report back to each other. Show me this, please. Like, they just looking at each other stupid. And this person right here is like, you want me to try again? What is this? Four Swords. Stand down. Go lay your ass down. Go lay your nosy ass down and take a fucking nap and heal. That's what somebody needs to do. That's what they need to do. They need to go lay down. Yeah, Goofy, Dumb and Dumber. Literally. Pages. Spirit's like, no, go lay your ass down. And you see that this person, you see the stained glass window in the background. This person is in a church laying down. Somebody need an exorcism. Okay? But aside from that, somebody's nosiness is going to be the death of them. I feel like all somebody do is just lay in bed all day and spy on people, stalk people. On their lunch break, they stalking somebody. On the clock, they stalking somebody. At their doctor's appointment, they on the table watching, looking on somebody something. Like, this motherfucker is. I just heard curiosity killed the cat. Not our cats. God forbid. But curiosity killed the cat. In that aspect of, like, somebody so nosy, that's what's going to make them have to lay down. Period. Somebody so nosy is sickening with the Four of Swords. What is this? Strength in reverse. Yeah, somebody's tired. Fuck. Somebody needs some sleep, bro. Somebody, if this ain't somebody nosy, this could also be somebody that just have way too much screen time going on to where it's draining him. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody has wasted a lot of money trying to watch you, look into your life. And in some aspects, they've ruined their reputation with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's nosiness about you has ruined their reputation. With the Strength in reverse, I just heard, and the lady at this person's bedside with the Strength in reverse, I'm like, damn. He's got his hands up and he laying down like he holding his phone. They're like, damn, you still, you sick and you still spying. Somebody could be in a hospital bed, still spying on you. Somebody's sick, still spying. They ain't got no energy. Only energy they got is to see what you doing. Or somebody's bedridden, that's all they can do. Or like somebody don't have no access to nothing outside world, so that's all they do. They probably don't got no friends, nobody that really fuck with them like that, so they just live vicariously through people they see on their phone. What is this? Queen of Cups in reverse, court card energy. Yo, somebody is like, what did you do to this person? And I'm not even blaming you. I'm just saying, like, it's like a rhetorical question. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Because they in their feelings. They are in their feelings. Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody is like, somebody angry cry or some shit about you. This don't look healthy. This don't look healthy at all. What does this Queen of Cups in reverse want? Please. War. Five of Swords. I'm laughing to keep from going off. This motherfucker need help, bro. They already in the bed. They already down with the Four of Swords. Whoever this Queen of Cups in reverse is, they want smoke. That's why they watch everything you do. Or have somebody else who can do it. I don't know. Bottom of the deck here is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Whoever this is a woman. Okay, this is a woman. Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. It's a lady on the bed, lady at the bedside. Yeah. This is a woman. They're obsessed with you. I know the devil ain't out here, but I'm seeing the devil in my mind's eye. You got if you a woman or a man, you got a woman or a man that's obsessed. Not a woman or a man, you just got a woman that's obsessed with you. They want some type of fight with you. They want some type of, or they want you to be like, they want you to have some emotional outburst over them. or they're like, you could be their partner's ex, right? With the Queen of Swords in reverse, you could be their partner's ex. And you could not even be thinking about this person no more. And they could be extreme. I don't know. It's just something about you that gets this person in their feelings. I just heard Facebook. So maybe some of you guys have Facebook. I'm seeing specifically Facebook. It don't, I mean, but you know, that's how they, like, you were in, like, mentioned in some type of photo or something. And it's something about you that they got fixated on with the Page of Swords twice. Maybe the way this person loved you out loud or something. Because we do have the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands twice. Could be the way you were loved out loud or something that had somebody fixated on you. It's not even about the guy anymore. Now it's just about you. That's weird as fuck. This comes up, I think this came up last week. What is this? Somebody just so threatened by you. So if the Queen of Wands come out in reverse, good grief. That'll really say something. Show me this. Yeah, this is the truth. Moon in reverse. I'm revealing this to you. This is hidden. This was hidden until now, or you probably knew subconsciously. Somebody watches, like, their ex's new person a lot. And they compare themselves, like. So we got somebody that watches their ex's new person, and we got a new person that watches their person's ex. With the two queens in reverse, the two of swords, the two pages of swords. But you know now with the moon in reverse. All right, let's get out of that. I told y'all a long time ago, there was a whole chat about that. It was a whole chat on Twitter about that. And you would be surprised how many likes and comments and shares it got. But everybody in there was just saying stuff like, yeah, I do watch them. It's a gang of women. I do watch them because I just need closure. And I just need to know what it is about her that makes them not want to come back to me. Or what it is about her that makes them, be in photos on the, like, just, and it's personal stuff. Like, you would only know if you were spying or stalking somebody with the Page of Swords twice. Like, those people don't be mentally well, I'm telling you. Like, your day should not consist of you watching someone who doesn't want you to be a part of their life. Maybe my ego too big, but just you not wanting me is enough for me to never bother your ass again. Jesus love you too. Go pray. That's enough for me to not even want to deal with nobody. I got too much pride for that. Like, you only gotta tell me once you don't want me. I'm not about to be stalking you and your new person or your old person and all this weird shit. Like, oh my God. People got way too much time on their hands. I'm turned off. Once you say you don't fuck with me like that, I'm already turned off. So, know? Now, I'm all for love. I believe in love. I love love. But that ain't love. Yeah, out of sight, out of mind, man. I'm over it at this point. Yeah, Tiff. That's crazy. You got the 9 of Wands, your energy tonight. So I just feel like you're just persevering. You're just pushing through. You got the 9 of Wands with the Page of Wands and the upright. I don't feel like it's easy to be you sometimes. I feel like, because the 9 of Wands plus the Page of Wands, that's 10 Wands. I feel like you've had like a long journey, you know? I feel like you've had a long journey and you just kind of like, man, I don't need no more drama. I don't need no more bullshit. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the baby. Yeah. I feel like you remember where you came from. Because, like, if you notice, his back is turned to the 9 of Wands, right? It's like you remember where you came from, but you still looking forward to better. This is an energy of, like, you not allowing the hard times to be your whole identity. Like, you still have some type of zest for life inside of you, even if your path has been tough. Because the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. So that's why I say it's not been easy, but you still up for the challenge. You still like, yeah, it hasn't been easy, but I ain't threw in the towel yet. I'm not throwing in the towel now. Show me this. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the 4 of Pentacles. Like, somebody is still holding on. Somebody has staying power. Somebody is real, like, stubborn in a way. You see how he holding those coins? Like, nah, I ain't giving up. Even with death lingering around him, this motherfucker like, I'm still not giving up. Still not giving up. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So that's the court card energy. 3 queens in reverse tonight. We only got one more queen to come out in reverse. But, you know, some of you guys may have like a fake friend around you. Or you may have someone around you who's like really miserly, selfish. Come on here. Stop messing with that. Get on the bed. Yeah. You might have somebody around you that's like real greedy in your energy. Somebody wants to like occupy like all your time and attention. Even though, and I feel like they could have been doing this at a time when you was fighting for your life. With the 9 of Wands, you could have been trying to get your stuff together, and you got somebody on the sideline like, well, what about me? Well, what about me? Well, what about me? This Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody feels like even if you are trying to get your life together, Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles, you still supposed to be giving them attention or giving them something. But with the 9 of Wands, you barely got enough for yourself. You living off your own reserve. But this is somebody who feels like, I don't really care if you ain't got enough energy or enough time. I still want it. So this is somebody that really don't have your best interests at heart. Let's see. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Four of Pentacles, they feel like you holding back from them. Somebody is wondering, like, why you not giving them attention or energy? This Queen of Pentacles in reverse could be an energy vampire, straight up. Like, they don't see nobody else's plight. They don't see, with the Nine of Wands, they don't see nobody else's plight. It's just all about what have you done for them lately? What are you giving them? Attention with the Pentacles. Hey, V, like, I'm on my job. Yeah. So I'll be mindful of this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, because if this is in business, this person will shade you. They'll shortchange you. They'll throw you under the bus. If a better offer come along with the Six of Pentacles, I'll be careful dealing with somebody like this. They shady as fuck. They don't keep their word. And they greedy. They'll snake you. They'll sell you out for some money. And they real controlling and overbearing. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor in reverse. It's like they way or the highway. Yeah. All right, let's see. You guys got the Sun in the upright position here. With the Justice. Woo! Powerful. You gonna get justice. I don't know. Man, bottom of the deck, Judgment in the upright position. Yeah, you gonna have to call judgment on this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, all them, that Knight of Wands in reverse. That you gonna have to call judgment on these motherfuckers. They the reason you've been juggling a lot of stuff with the Two of Pentacles. They the reason a lot of your relationships, important relationships in your life, have fallen apart. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups in reverse. They the reason. Yeah. They are. It's something they did. Like I said, they could have been backdooring you to people or something. Yep. They the reason. Nine of Swords. They're the reason for a lot of battles you've been having. They're the reason why maybe you've been anxious, because the Nine of Swords can also be anxiety. I feel like they could have been projecting that type of energy onto you. Yeah, it's them. It's them. Nine of Swords with the Ten of Swords. Yep, it's them. You about to get justice for that. Time to call judgment in on this shit. They the reason your relationship, you could have been in a good relationship. They the reason that shit fell apart too. Hey, MS. They the reason you lost your loved one, Spirit says. Oh my God. That just hurt my heart. Yep. We gonna have to call judgment in on that. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit in reverse. You could have been hiding this for a long time. Spirit says it's time to come out. Yeah. Due to some type of lies. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Lovers. Somebody could be on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer too. But yeah. Let's ask Spirit. Hold up. Spirit, can you show me what they did, please? They set up roadblocks. Three of Wands in reverse. I'm going to bring this back, but let's look at this real quick. Three of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Cups in the upright. They put up some type of illusion. They brought some type of confusion onto your path is what they did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. This person wicked. You got the King of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Devil in the upright. Didn't I say the Devil was going to come out? It's coming out. It's here. Yep. Yep. They spoke over you. They spoke over your love life. They spoke over your finances, everything. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Maybe you feel like these are two areas in your life that have been really hard. And with the Ace of Swords in reverse, a lot of, and the Seven of Cups, a lot of confusion. And Spirit said something earlier about mental fog. Well, this is what happened. Three Queens in reverse. Devil, Hierophant in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So it could have been over this King of Cups in reverse. Show me this. Three of Cups. This was a third party situation. Somebody knew they was a third party, or they knew it was another person involved. This is why it all happened. I'm telling you, and we was just talking about love spells. Some people ain't right, gang. I'm telling you the truth. They ain't right. They ain't right. Let me see. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you about to bounce back from all of this. All of this. Yep. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. That's 10 Pentacles with the 9. Yeah, you about to bounce back from all of this. Some of you guys are healing generational curses too. Some of y'all was born into this type of bullshit. Oh. Like this could be like your grandma's story, and the generational curse has been lingering. Mm-hmm. Let's see. But somebody definitely put up some type of block, some type of confusion on somebody's path with that Three of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups. Somebody wanted to put you in a state of mind where you were inactive, when you didn't feel like, what did you say? When you felt, to make you feel like there was nothing to look forward to. Thank you, Spirit. For you to feel like there was nothing to look forward to. This is how somebody wanted you. Can you show me this Nine of Pentacles, please? Oh yeah, Spirit is leading me back to this. The Sun, the Judgment, and the Justice. When you call judgment and justice on this situation, it's going to put you back in this Nine of Pentacles energy. And I feel like that's who you were before all this bullshit happened. Maybe before all this bullshit happened, you had a lot going for yourself. You was making a lot of money, doing your own thing. I don't know why I just heard like maybe you were in better shape physically or something like that. Or maybe you dressed better or something. It's something that you want to go back to with the Judgment. Something that was taken from you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You want to go back to the way things were before this bullshit happened. Not with someone, but in your personal life. Because with the Three of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups, whatever confusion somebody put in your path, it distorted your view of yourself. There's a distortion of the view of self. Maybe you like overly critical of yourself or something like that now. With the Sun in the upright, Judgment, Justice in the upright, you will have your day in court. Spiritual court or, whatever. However, because we did see earlier somebody taking money from someone or something like that. You will have your justice. Let's just put it like that. You will have your justice. Judgment is on your side. Spirit is just telling me though, with the with the Sun card here and the Nine of Pentacles, they want you to do your part by taking better care of your health. Okay? Now, if you've been under some type of spiritual attack, that's what they're going to attack: your health, your vitality, your ability to get up and go, to get things done. That's why for years I've been telling y'all to be on your chlorophyll, your spirulina, all the things. I've said stuff, I've showed you. I'm not going and showing, I've showed all the things. I've said it all. I'm not saying it again. The Spirit is just saying, do your part by taking better care of your health. Okay? What is this? Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups in reverse again. So, yeah, that's too many queens in reverse. So you got an envious bitch in your energy. Seven of Wands, protect yourself, protect your assets, protect everything you've worked hard for. You have protection. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're gonna have to take care of your health and always be protecting yourself. Somebody wants you in a position of always having to fight. Somebody doesn't like how poised you are. They don't like how poised you are or how well put together you are. But you in the garden, so this is something you grew from nothing. Right before the Nine of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles, so it's like you built yourself up, back up. If somebody wants to come in and wants you to defend yourself, they want you to defend where you are in life now. They want you to defend why you're in the position that you are. Somebody sees you as privileged. That's right, MS. Somebody wants you to like defend how you got what you got. They want you to defend it to them. Somebody real controlling to be thinking that they have a right to even antagonize you about anything in your life that they know they didn't give to you. The audacity, the entitlement is crazy to me. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. They want to know, like, what you did to get God's blessings. Like, why God got their hand on your life. They want to know. They want you to defend it to them. They want you to be like, well, you know, God did this for me. They want you to cower. They want you to, like, apologize for what God has given you, what Spirit has given you. They want you to apologize for it. They want you to, like, feel so guilty that you relinquish it. And with the Seven of Wands and the After Tarot, this is like, you see how this motherfucker jumping down with that wand, knocking everybody out. You're like, I absolutely will not. This is somebody like, I'll whoop your ass before I tell you anything. I'm not encouraging violence, gang. Like I said, somebody nosy. So somebody might be so nosy and have so much audacity that they gonna question you about shit you ain't even tell them. They gonna question you about shit they done spied on you to know. They done stalked you to know. With that Devil card, they spent in the Devil and the Page of Swords twice. They spent way too much time thinking about you, watching you, wanting to know whatever the fuck. It's not, whatever they want to know. It's none of their business. Let's just start there. Because now this is pissing me off. If I can't stand a nosy motherfucker. I can't stand an on-looking, monitoring ass spirit motherfucker. that think you owe them explanation. No, hell no. Bottom of the deck here, you got the Eight of Cups. Somebody's like, I'm out of here. Yeah, as soon as somebody gets to asking you too many questions and shit, just walk away. Just move. I don't owe you no answers, and you gone. Like, I don't know. What is this Eight of Cups, please? I just feel like your back is to the bullshit with the Eight of Cups in so many levels. Yeah, Queen of Wands in the upright, the only queen in the upright tonight. Yeah, your back is to the bullshit because you like, look, I got too much going for myself. Too much big energy to be standing around here fighting with peasants, Seven of Wands. To be defending yourself to people who wouldn't be able to walk a mile in your shoes with the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. These are people who would not be able to walk a mile in your shoes that feel like you owe them an explanation for something. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Star in the upright position. Yeah, you've done a lot of healing work on yourself. Yeah, you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't, not no explanation about your life. Like, who do they think they are? And with the Star, it's reminding me, you see how, like, people be like fanatics? That's what fan means. People be like fanatics and stans, and they be digging into, like, famous people's personal life. They be pulling up famous people's birth charts. They be online doing readings on famous people, talking over these people's lives, these people's children. Like, it gets to a point. I never understood that. Because if a spirit or a celebrity want to come to you, if they alive or whatever, if they not, they gonna come to you. But just sitting up and pulling on people's energy and speaking over people's life just because you feel like they a star, so that means you have a right. That's weird to me. That's like, that goes against a lot of shit, spiritually speaking, to me. You know, everybody don't think the way I think. But anyway, with the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, I feel like you chose yourself. So here we are now. You know, here we are. You've chosen yourself. You walked away from a lot of shit. And you still here. You still here, baby. So that means God ain't done with you yet. Queen of Wands. Show me this, please. There's something about you. It's something about you, period. 10 of Pentacles in the upright. I told you God ain't finished with you yet. You was here. You the only one that's capable to attack this generation. You're the generation that's gonna come after you. You the chosen one. 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, and y'all know I don't really like using that chosen one thing, but I feel like in this case it's warranted. I feel like you are the chosen one. Out of everybody in your family with the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, it had to be you. Confirmation. They don't have no respect for spiritual law. And that's why they in spiritual psychosis. And that's why they attacking people who ain't attacking them. And that's why they online crashing out. You know, the ancestors was talking to me the other day. And they was like, they was embarrassed of what they're seeing in the so-called spiritual community. Because it's not a community. It's not. And you see all these seasoned practitioners attacking each other over posts. Nobody lives in the same state. Nobody live around each other. Everybody just attacking each other via the internet, doing work on each other unjustly. It's crazy to me. Now, I can see you being mad at somebody in real life, but being mad at somebody over the internet to the point where you want to waste your energy, send your spirits at them, waste your money, that's crazy. That's spiritual psychosis. I made a post about some of the symptoms of spiritual psychosis on my Twitter today. I'm going to do a part 2. Oh, yeah, AV, you asked me to do a part 2. I'll do a part 2, babe, to the video. I have a video on here about spiritual psychosis, but I'm going to do a part 2. But, yeah. Telling you, magic is not a game. You need to go into it with purest intentions possible. With clarity of mind, heart, body, and spirit. Not erratic, jealous, envious, angry. That shit will come back to you. Just like the love spell. You welcome. Better be careful. Yeah, people think they're bigger than God, and people be thinking that somehow your spirit's gonna side with them when it comes to them attacking you. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, you see how she holding that wand and she got that black cat at her feet? You're right, Tiff. You're right. I feel like you're what your generation needed. You're what your bloodline needed. Even though you may feel insignificant, even though you may feel outcasted, ostracized from the family, even though you may feel alone, you're what your bloodline needed. Nobody else was brave enough. And the Queen of Wands is a magical energy. This is what somebody, magic with a K. Okay? Magic with a K is like that esoteric knowledge, magical energy, knowing how to work with the elements. And with the black cat at her feet, knowing how to connect to the spirit world. Nobody else was going to be able to do that. Everybody else was too indoctrinated, too afraid. Now, respectfully speaking, because some of our ancestors did, believe in Christianity. They did. That's why you don't ever hear me talking bad about Christianity. None of that. I don't have time for that. We dealing with the actual problem. See, one thing you have to respect about your ancestors, you have to know that they had a certain way they worked. Now, you don't have to adopt it in your own journey, but if you go to them for help, you have to go to them with the things they liked, the things they know. Because you can't disrespect your ancestors or your spirit team and then expect them to work on your behalf. It don't work like that. So, maybe they ate pork chops and shit, and you don't eat pork. You can go and order a pork chop to be cooked so you don't have to cook it in your house, your pans, and you can sit it out for them. Stuff like that. You have to give them the things that they like, not the things that you think they should have liked and would have been better for them. That's disrespectful. The ancestors, the elders, let's just talk about the elders. They were set in their ways. They had certain shit they like. They like RC Cola, don't get them no Pepsi or no Coke. They smoke Virginia Slims, don't get them no Marlboros. They drank Hennessy, don't bring them no fucking brandy. And you can't disrespect that part and then still expect them to help you. It don't work like that. Okay, so, you gotta respect that. You vegan, they wasn't. They may want some smothered chicken. They may want a bacon and egg sandwich. But we'll get into that in the members. We'll talk about ancestor veneration and stuff like that. We'll get into that in the members. But you were what your generation needed. You were what your bloodline needed, because they knew it was going to take something stronger than they had access to in the time period they had access to it. That's why you got protection. The times you came out of car accidents unscathed, the times there were attempts on your life and you still here, that was them. You got a whole spirit team. You got God. It's many gods. You got the spirit. You got the archangels. And you got your ancestors. And you got your spirit guides. You got a whole team behind you. Even when it's hard, you got a whole team behind you. That's why you treat them well. And you don't be out here on the internet being like, we ain't our ancestors. They don't like that shit. They don't want to hear that shit. You say that shit, good luck. Good luck with getting them to do anything for you. Good luck with healing the bloodline. You got to think they were under extenuating circumstances. Okay, can you show me this, please? Yeah, devil in reverse. You were the one they needed. You were going to be the one that come here and defeat this stronghold that's been on your bloodline for so long. Bottom of the deck is a star and the upright. Can't show it too long. Yeah. You was the one that was going to come here and break this stronghold. You don't got to believe me, because the shit sound, but that shit is real. And the hardest part to accept is that even though you were brought here to do this, why was you outcast? Why did your mom treat you so bad? Why didn't your dad show up for you in your life the way you needed him to? Why your sisters and your brothers fall out with you for no reason? Why your cousins don't like you, but you just trying to do the right thing, or you just had a hard childhood and they were sheltered and you weren't? Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Why I had to be out on my own in an early age and they got to stay at home till God knows when. But they was the worst one. They did shit I wouldn't even do. You probably say that shit to yourself sometimes. Like the shit they got away with, you would have got beat to a pulp for. So it make you wonder. But you've been defeating shit this whole time. You still being here after everything you experienced is a testament to Spirit says God's glory. Thank you, Spirit. And with the 10 of Pentacles, your reward will be great. Spirit just showed me the story of Job and Daniel in the lion's den. Yeah. So you gonna see. I see somebody looking back and just seeing the devil in reverse. All these demons they done defeated. All these addictions, afflictions, worries, fears, cycles, unhealthy patterns. You just look behind you and you see all that shit just laying there in the dust and you're like, damn, I overcame all of that? Yeah, you did. Even if you're not perfect, because we're not perfect, but you're going to see something you defeated. You're going to see some progress you've made. Yeah, with the star and the upright, you're going to see the results. All right, let's see, gang. Because, see, while you're in this Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, you probably feel like, oh, you left out of the family. But you don't even know that, like, they all still doing the same shit they was doing that fucked the family up anyway. They still doing the same shit they was doing that keeps the family from communicating, from coming together, from healing with the star, from telling the truth, talking about the uncomfortable things. That's why these generational curses carry on, because don't nobody want to tell the truth about what happened. And if you don't tell the truth, you can't find a solution. That's why, as a spiritualist, I tell you to just tell me everything. If you want something, if you want me to do some work for you, just tell me everything that's happening so that you can know how to fix something. You know, you can't tell half truths or withhold the truth at all, then the bloodline doesn't heal. And the unhealthy cycles keep going. But, it's, you know, a lot of the times elders felt like what happens in this house stays in this house. So nobody ever got no help. You know, people passed on with secrets about illnesses in your bloodline, you know, mental health issues that could have passed down generations, all kind of shit. You know, they be passing away with or going into the other space with, and you left with all these questions and you left with all this, you know, stuff to clean up. And everybody else want to pretend like it's not happening. And you like, no, it is. So it's a lot, you know. All right, let's see. Queen of Wands in reverse, especially when one of the motherfuckers that's working against you is your own mom or your own sister or your own best friend, or, you know, what's this Queen of Wands in reverse? What are they doing? What they doing is they about to fall in their own trap. Seven of Swords in reverse. And I told y'all ass earlier, I said if the Queen of Wands come out in reverse, we know something. And she out here in reverse too. You know, and some, if you got a daughter, you need to especially listen to what I'm about to tell you. No matter how graceful you are, how kind you are, how agreeable you are, because we see the Queen of Wands in the upright here with the Ten of Pentacles. So you the one. When you have a certain light on your life, especially as a divine feminine, you're going to be targeted for no reason. People going to be around you and still be jealous of you. Even if you sharing with them, sharing money with them, food with them, your gifts with them, your knowledge with them, whatever, they still gonna have a reason to be jealous of you with the Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. You got to be careful of that and protect yourself. Because none of that shit matter. When somebody jealous of you or intimidated by you, Seven of Swords in reverse, they gonna mind fuck themselves into a problem with you. Three of Pentacles in reverse. And everybody that smile at you ain't your friend. Yeah, they not. Because I'm a woman, and I'm going to tell you, women be jealous of each other over the stupidest shit. That's why I stay to my fucking self, and I don't run with no cliques. I ain't clicked up with nobody, because I'm smart. But with all these queens in reverse, bitches will be jealous over you about the dumbest stuff. Even if you sharing it with them. Even if you trying to play small and don't brag about it. Don't talk about it. Don't pop your shit. Because you got somebody jealous in your energy or who's just a spectator. That's what they really be, spectators. Because with the Seven of Swords in reverse, they can't get close enough to you to betray you. So they probably just evil eye you from a distance or, you know, some weirdo shit. Pray on your downfall. Six of Wands in reverse here with the Chariot in reverse. Pray things slow up in your life. You know, shit that people who are obsessed with you would have time to do. But that's okay. You've got the Justice in the upright position again in a different deck and the Ten of Cups. You still gonna have your justice. You still gonna have your happiness. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles in the upright position with the Two of Cups. You're still gonna meet the right people at the right time. Some of you have gotten used to this slow pace with the Empress. And so you've learned how to grow things in the void. You've learned how to manifest things even when it takes a little more effort or it takes a little bit more time. But you can't rush the Empress anyway. They're going to show up on their own time. But you are in this space of attracting right now. And some of the stuff you've attracted to you is taking a little bit longer with the Knight of Pentacles and the Justice because it has to get to you in its best form, in just the right condition. You about to grow something big. So all the setbacks are starting to make sense. All right, let's see. Bottom of the deck here is the High Priestess in reverse. All right, so let's clarify this. Hold on, y'all. Let me go use the bathroom.
How to make dinner with Apple Intelligence and ChatGPT. Let's say you have no idea what to cook. Wouldn't it be great if you could make something out of this, and that? Simply point your camera at the fridge, press and hold the camera control button to activate visual intelligence, then tap Ask to get ChatGPT to help, and voila! All thanks to ChatGPT and visual intelligence, built on Apple Intelligence.
Known for sharing what you love. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 18 types of cancer, including certain early-stage cancers. One of those cancers is triple-negative breast cancer. Keytruda may be used with chemotherapy medicines as treatment before surgery, and then continued alone after surgery when you have early-stage breast cancer and are at high risk of it coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or pain, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, persistent.
Lord. Okay. Let's clarify this High Priestess in reverse. What's this High Priestess in reverse intentions, please? Nine of Cups in reverse. Woo, with the High Priestess in the upright. Their intentions is to make you unhappy, HP. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands in reverse, and to make you give up your willpower. Wow. And that guy, whoever was in the chat, I said that shit earlier, you can rewind it. I said, you hear somebody trying to curse us in the chat talking about they pray that we give up the willpower to something. Yeah. That's what somebody's trying to do. That's what they using their gifts for. But this person don't even got no fucking gifts. They going to somebody else. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They got a low priestess. Or they a low priestess. And they ain't got no motion though with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They don't got no motion. So somebody just want to be like your problem. Show me this, please. Yeah, I told you they ain't got no motion. Temperance in reverse, they unstable. This person is unstable. Make sure you set up spiritual protection. This person is unstable. And they can't see. And they can't predict the outcome of things well. Yeah. Ace of Wands in reverse with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Here's that stronghold again that you're breaking free from. And with the Temperance in reverse, somebody's spiritually off. The Queen of not the Queen, but the High Priestess in reverse too though. This is somebody that's like extremely paranoid. Like all the time. They always think something's going on and it's not. High Priestess in the upright though is very certain when something's going on, because this is someone who knows how to be quiet. Someone who knows how to be quiet, someone who knows how to stay to themselves, somebody who knows how to like tap in. This High Priestess in reverse is jealous of this High Priestess in the upright. So this is spiritual envy. So somebody could be like, why my gifts ain't like theirs? They must be dark if they got these gifts, because I don't have them. Spirit ain't telling me that. I can't see into the Akashic records. So they must be doing something evil to see into the Akashic records. No, bitch. That's a responsibility. That responsibility is only going to be granted to who? Somebody that can hold it. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands in the upright position. You can't covet someone's gifts. The true High Priestess is born that way. It's their disposition. What is this? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Jealous, envious over somebody else's gifts because they can't buy it. This High Priestess got something that can't be bought with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and they mad about it. Knight of Swords in reverse. They also mad too that they don't have their own power to defeat this high priestess. So with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, they gotta pay somebody else to attack this high priestess. That's how much of a coward they are. They gotta pay somebody else to attack the high priestess because they don't have the power to attack them and destroy them themselves. With the high priestess in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. Show me this, please. So basically, like, they're a coward. This is not somebody who's gonna approach you and be like, look, I'm mad at you for this, I got a problem with you for that. They're not gonna say that to you. This is not that type of person. This is the type of person that's gonna snake you. Seven of Swords, they're gonna sneak you. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, they're gonna sneak attack you. They don't know conflict resolution because it's really no conflict. The conflict is within them. So this is somebody that's like sporadic with their attacks. Verbal, spiritual, or physical. This is somebody that try to like blindside you with some bullshit. Hence the high priestess in reverse, because they can't really see what the fuck's going on. Show me this. Clarify the high priestess in the upright, get the Two of Wands. You are going to expand aside from this. It's going to be a fight, but I feel like you know that. Whoever resonates with the high priestess in the upright, you're going to have the right connections. People are going to be able to meet you where you are. So make sure that you're in the right position where you want people to meet you at. You want people to meet you high vibrational on some higher level, high self shit, then be that. But don't be this low priestess, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Because that's what you're going to see out in the world. The true high priestess right now is looking to connect, not to destroy. This is not to say they won't defend themselves, but this is to say their intent is to connect with the Two of Wands. To expand. To meet people in the same space as them spiritually. All right, let's see. Because whoever this low priestess is with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, all they doing is being an energy vampire. They just going around taking from people, using people, not giving back, pouring into people, and they spiritually attacking the people that they take from. They don't even got no knowledge to help nobody. They miserly. They paranoid. They always trying to attack somebody because they think somebody attacking them, but that's just a testament to their true character. Yeah, you got the Magician in the upright. Get to work, bitch. You already know. It's time to get to work. It's time to get to work, period. With the Knight of Swords in the upright position and the Seven of Cups, because you have illusions to cut through and to break down, period. Why? Can you show me, please? Okay, so Spirit don't want me to say why. Because we got monitoring spirits. In here. You know why. With the Seven of Cups, there's many reasons why. But with the Major Arcana Magician, it's just time to get to work. Bottom line. Alright, let's move around. Sometimes if spirit don't let me say something on the live, it's because there's somebody untrustworthy watching. Somebody that shouldn't even be looking. So I'm gonna always be obedient. Yeah, Tiff. Facts. So let's just move forward. All right. It'd be so crazy because people swear they hate me or they hate tarot or it's evil or I'm evil for reading tarot, but they be in this motherfucker glued to the screen. They don't miss an upload. They don't miss a live. Monitoring spirits. Let's see, gang. Wow, you guys got broomstick clearance. But see, this came out in reverse. There's some cleaning up to do. And we just had the magician talking about getting to work. There's some clearing up to do. And I can hear somebody right now like, what the fuck? I'm always spiritually cleansing. I'm always cleansing my home. Somebody like, what the fuck? I'm gonna put it in the upright because Spirit said turn it upright. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Spirit said turn it upright because they're doing something. You see the stars moving the broom? Yeah, well, altar, dedication, and wand, intention. Spirit is doing something. Maybe some of you guys need to refresh your altar. Maybe some of you guys don't have an altar at all, okay? With ritual. And it makes it hard for you to carry out certain things. Or maybe you don't have time to feed an altar, take care of it. You know, there's a misconception that when you have an altar, you're supposed to always just be doing stuff. You know, you can. But sometimes you have to refresh your spirit team. Give them, you know, time to rest. Give your energy time to rest. You know. But with the wand, intention, the altar, broomstick, ritual, yeah, it's time to get to work. If you notice on the altar card, just like on the magician card, they have all the elements, the water, the air, the fire, the earth. So for some of you who work with the elements, this may be a good time for you with the wand and intention. I believe we have a new moon coming up on the 25th. Am I right, AV? If you're still here, babe. I think we got a new moon coming up. I think it's the 20 something. 24th or the 25th. Maybe clean out some corners. Some of you guys are going to be decluttering anyway. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, some of you guys are going to be decluttering anyway. Or you need to. Let's read broomstick. So maybe some of you guys need to sweep. Make sure when you sweeping, you're sweeping while the sun is still up, okay? Okay, here we go. This card says, stale energies are preventing you from receiving and moving forward. Time for a spring cleaning. Only keep around that which makes you feel positive. Meditate and pray to clear your mind. Clean up your act, purify your thoughts and actions. Yeah. And we are in the summer solstice. So, you know, we far beyond spring cleaning. But I feel like, honestly, every season has its own type of cleanup that you're supposed to do. You know, every season does. So with us going into the summer solstice, you need to be, the cleansing that you need to do right now, or the clearance rather, is making more open spaces, more room in your space or your home for air to flow through. With us going into the hotter seasons, it needs to be room for like air to blow through. Okay. All right, let's read this altar, gang. This card says, you've been dabbling in various lifestyle choices. Choose one that will serve you well and stick to it. Dedicate in your house or garden an altar to that which you are spiritually aligned. Focus will bring desired results. Now, if you notice, it says dedicate in your house or garden. So for those of you, because you know, not everybody lives in a space where they can have an altar. So that's why I've been telling y'all for years to like make outside your altar. Find a tree that you resonate with, and you can sit fruits and nuts and stuff at the base of that tree and water. And don't worry about like if an animal comes and eats it and runs off. That could be how your ritual that came out is being received, or your offering is being received, so to speak. So, you know, if you know you have a home where you have prying eyes, or, you know, everybody's living situation is different, where you can't really have an altar like that, you can make outside your altar. Okay, so let's rewind. Here we go. It says, decide what it is you really want. Make your intentions clear. Focus on your visions. Practice concentration. Make a decision and focus on the outcome you desire. Craft your own wand. Use intentions with harm to none. Be aware of the intentions of others. Yeah. Harm to none. That's important. You know, because you don't want to be like, oh, I want to get $50,000. And then you or somebody you love fuck around and have to get in a car accident or some weird shit for that to happen. You know, be intent. Well, you know, have your intentions pure and put, you know, precautions in place. One of the greatest, simplest ways to manifest things is with harm to none. Like, let me, you know, when you write your petitions and shit, we'll talk about that in the members. But yeah, harm to none is one of the best ways to manifest some shit. That means nobody got to pass away. Nobody got to be sick or hurt to get what you desire. You're manifesting it with the purest of intentions. Okay, so let's read ritual. Okay. It says your connection with the deity is linked to past lives. Honor the deities in all their forms through prayer, ritual, dance, chants, and offerings. Remember your protection. Dedicate an altar to your favorite deities. Now, some of you guys don't work with deities, and you might not have the clearance to work with certain deities and stuff like that. So you can swap that out with like the angels on your spirit team, your ancestors, you know, the benevolent ones. So you can swap that out for that, you know. And it says offerings. We were just talking about, you know, and nature is low-key like a deity itself. When you think about like all the orishas, it's a lot of nature. But anyway, go outside, connect with nature spirits, benevolent ones, you know, sit offerings out. You know, you asking for something from spirit. You could just get some fruit. It's so simple. You know, you can even offer stuff to the birds, like bird seeds and stuff. If you got like a park in your area that you know be like squirrels and blah blah blah, and it's nice trees and stuff, you can just go there and make it a ritual. Like find a tree that speaks to your energy, and then just start from there, like with the good intent, you know, and give in that nature. It says prayer, ritual, dance, chants, and offerings. Yeah, that's good, Red. That's good. See, that's what I'm talking about. Simple ways like that. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It's the intent behind it. You know? Well, all right, gang. That was your message to the High Priestess. I love you guys so, so much. If you want to purchase anything from my websites or book a personal reading with me, everything will be in the description box below. Is that it? Did I cover everything? You're welcome, Vian. Thank you. Thank you, C. Scott Wren. Oh, yeah, it's CB. Just in case you watch this, you won a free personal 20-minute reading. You weren't on the auction, Lord, no. You weren't on the raffle that night. So if you watching this, email me. All right, gang. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. All right, gang. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other if you can. Until next time, sending you love, peace, and balance.